Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a real reliable stand here for filming, but here we go. So today we are going to be covering, and let me open my folder here, the Taiga biome. Let's get into our notes. So it says, today we're going to learn about the Taiga biome, or it's also called the boreal forest. We're going to do the notes, then you're going to do the assignment, and then I want you to watch the first 21 minutes of the video I've attached of our planet. So welcome to Thursday, April the 18th. Again, here is the teak that we're covering. We're just seeing how it is. What is it about these biomes that they're able to keep the plants and animals that live in them. Oh, look, there I am. The plants and animals that live in them, keep them alive and happy. So the taiga, when you think of taiga, I want you to think like really thick type of forest, but really cold.
Welcome to Moo Math and Science. In this video, I'd like to talk about the biome taiga. The taiga is located below the tundra biome. The taiga biome is also known as the coniferous forest or the boreal forest. This biome is the world's largest land biome, and in North America it covers most of Canada and Alaska, and it also covers most of Sweden, Finland, Norway, and parts of Russia. This biome typically has short, wet summers and long, cold winters. Precipitation is moderate in the taiga. It gets plenty of snow during the winter and plenty of rainfall during the summer. The taiga has the lowest annual average temperature after the tundra and also has permanent ice caps. The forests of the taiga are largely coniferous and contain spruce, fir, and pine trees. A coniferous tree keep their leaves throughout the year and have needle-like leaves. The boreal forest, or taiga, supports a relatively small range of animals due to the harshness of the climate. It is home to a number of large mammals such as the moose, the reindeer, and some caribou. And some parts of the taiga also have populations of deer. In addition, you may find gray wolves, coyote, red fox, a brown bear, or maybe even a polar bear. There's the taiga, the world's largest land biome, a cold but happy place. Thanks for watching, and Moo Math uploads a new math.
All right, so it is very cold. It is, as he said, the largest land biome. So it's the biome that takes up the most land of any of our biomes.
Welcome to we have Science. In this video, I'd like to talk about
like pine trees, cone trees that are growing. And let me get back to our notes here. So the taiga, as I said, also called the boreal forest, has these trees that grow pine cones, and the leaves are very thin because they have long winters, like months and months and months of winter and cold weather. And you know, the leaves are skinny because if they were fat, wide leaves, they would hold too much snow and then it would break off the branch. FYI. So again, there's the taiga. The space above it in gray would be the tundra that we studied yesterday. So let's look at these points about this biome. Vegetation, as I said, it's really thick, dense forest with trees, pine trees type of trees. But there's also, because it rains so much, lots of flowering plants that grow in that area. The climate is pretty darn nice, actually. You can see here January to December, the temperature goes up about June and July, and the amount of precipitation that it gets also goes up during the summer. During the rest of the months, it's snow. But it's certainly, temperature to 70 degrees is very, very nice sounding. But when it's cold, it's pretty darn cold, down to 25 degrees. The soil does have some permafrost, meaning that the soil is permanently frozen part of the year. It's tightly packed and it's fertile. And it's probably fertile because there's so much growing there. And when those trees fall and those leaves from the plants die as well, they're recycled as nutrients back into the soil. And then what kind of animals live there? I know he mentioned like, oh, there's not a big variety, but I tend to disagree with Mr. Moo Math on this. There's actually a good variety. And the kind of animals, when you think of woodland animals, you would be right. Okay? We have, depending on what continent, moose and deer, all different types of birds, otters, beavers, and those are more the herbivores. Carnivores, we have some really large carnivores. Tiger in Siberia, bears, wolves of all kinds abound in the taiga. And just like the tundra, because they're not all connected, there's different types of bears, like in North America, compared to the ones that are over Russia. All right, and to remind you, I'm also gonna include information about the watershed of the taiga. A watershed is the land that whenever water hits it, the water all goes to one place. It collects in one place. So in the taiga watershed, the water that occurs there comes from the snow melting. And the water goes into the rivers and the creeks. And then eventually they hook up with a river, the big rivers. The creeks hook up with the rivers, and then the rivers will eventually flow into the ocean. There's lots of ponds and lakes that hold this melted water. And, some of it may drain away into the soil. So it keeps it nice and moist most in this environment. Lots of water. So the bad news, our human impact on the taiga, we're talking wood. We're talking about, stuff to make paper and furniture and houses and stuff. So our human impact on it has been terrible. We cut down forests, sometimes without replanting what we take. They set up mines and hold back rivers to be able to use it for mining. And also when they're transporting some of these logs and stuff, they'll change the river so they can have instead of having to pay for a truck to come pick it up, they just float it down the river and stuff. So unfortunately, it's a very beautiful area, but if you look at that picture to the right, I mean, you can see up exactly up to where the dirty work has been done. And in the picture on the left, you can see in 1950, I mean, that forest was complete there. And 1910, I can't even imagine what it looks like in 2020. From 1950 to, I should say, 2010, very little left, and most of it has been due to human impact of cutting down the trees for lumber. So your responsibilities today, we got the notes done. Sort of sorry about my wobbly um, um, thing here. You have the assignment to complete. When you complete the assignment, I want you to go back, and there's a link for you to watch just the first 21 minutes of this Our Planet on Forest. The rest of it is different kind of forests that we don't need to cover right now. And so if you just go come back to the slideshow, um, it is there waiting for you to watch. Alrighty, guys, have a good day. Please be good and respectful to our subs if you're at school. And please make sure you catch up on any missing work, whether you're at home or at school. Thanks. Bye bye.